Alright, this here's part 2 of my orbit and orbital meeting video. Now, what we have here is the orbiter B just poking along at 1980.6 now, and we've got the orbiter poking along at 1962.0. So what we're going to do is we're going to speed it up, and we're going to wait, which, I know, fun. Alright, yeah, we got a little time, and these guys aren't going to catch up anytime soon. So we're going to take a look at this once it kicks into gear. This is that piece of space crap I was telling you about. Literally, it was an old piece of the orbiter B. I created a little system using landing legs that will grab onto a command module, flip it around, and send it on its way back to Kerbin. So the orbiter is the one we want. The orbiter B looks exactly the same as this. It's just, let's go ahead and turn that on. It's just called the B, I guess. So what we're going to want is these two craft to be, really, I want one to almost be on top of the other by the time this burn is, or not really burn, but the orbital physics does its magic and they catch up. Yeah. So I guess I am waiting again. Yeah. When I say that this is the boring part of Kerbal Space Program, take that with a grain of salt, because the game is freaking awesome. I mean, take a look. Really shouldn't back out, but we've got the moon, which that honestly will provide enough challenge for people for now. Now, as you see, as we're getting closer, I really should start thinking about doing a burn to actually put these guys on the same altitude, because right now they're on the same orbit, just different altitude. So that's what I call close enough. So what we're going to do is, again, like I said, I like the RCS. Yes, we do want to get the burn against the grain. So I wouldn't screw around too much with getting all of these orbits perfect. You're going to have plenty of time for that. Now, as you see, I just barely tapped the throttle to bring it back to, oh, too much. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit, we're going to screw around with it with the RCS. Now, as you see right here, my periapsis is at 300,000 and a half. Now what's going to happen is the orbiter is going to be passed by the orbiter B. Now hopefully, yeah, see, I screwed this one up. What I'm going to have to do is, because even now the orbiter B, hello there, will be outpacing the orbiter, but they're close, yeah. So das ist nicht falschig. Yeah, so we're going to bring this down to, okay, this is down to 600, this is 500. Now, as you see, this one is ahead of, the B is ahead of that, so what we're going to do is we're going to need to bring this down to, I almost want to say, let's say 390, because, what is the orbiter B sitting at? It's 3, you know what, yeah, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, I guess. So let's just bring it down to the low 300s. Now, this one will outpace the orbiter for now, but what I'm doing is my orbit, now it may not look like it's off by much, but in reality what I need to do is I need to slow down a bit to bring this down to there while keeping this here. Now we're within 100 meters, so as far as KSP goes, that is a damn circular orbit. So what we're going to do is I'm going to bring this to a heading of 180. And now if I did my burn right for my normal anti-normal burn, I should... Oh, beautiful. Totally am. I am completely in line with this orbit. If you're not, I wouldn't use the thruster. I would use the RCS thrusters for this. So if we look around, where the hell? Orbiter B. Did I screw up? No, I didn't. Okay, we're good. So it's 14.7 kilometers away. Now, this is where the waiting happens. Now, if you follow my instructions, you might be able to beat what's called the standard rendezvous time, which from the forums I've heard is in the neighborhood of 18 hours, and really it depends on how close you can get the ships in this time frame. If you can put them nice and close together, you're going to get a nice short distance to span. Like I have here, I'm within 20 kilometers, which as far as space travel goes, that's just spitting out the window. So, you know, this has got to be boring for these guys, just sitting there waiting for a ship to kind of approach you. Now, as you see, I am not entirely in line with that, but I'm not worrying about it too much because I'm going to pass within 200 meters of this ship, according to math. But that's not good enough. I'm gonna get probably within a meter of that ship. Fuselage to fuselage. There's no way in crap I'm putting my ships as close as I did the time I poked a hole in the Orbiter B, because then I would have to pop a rescue ship up here, and I really don't think my rescue ship can actually get to this altitude. Well, yeah, it might be able to. It's a good question. I might make a third video and just pop the Orbiter B and actually bring it down. Because the Orbiter B, I've just kind of had it up here. These guys are probably running out of urine bags. So, yeah. As you see, the Orbiter B is going from here over to here. And that's because my normal and anti-normals aren't exactly lined up with this orbit, but... Oh, you can actually kind of see it. But that's not too terribly bad. I can compensate. Oh, there we go. So, I'm going to do that. Now, let's take a look at this. First thing I'm going to want to do, caps lock. That'll turn those blue. And I'll be able to futz around with my roll and that. Now, this is K. I'm just bringing myself up. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to pick a camera angle and leave it there. Now, as you see, the Orbiter B is kind of sinking. Also, it was moving forward, so towards my nose cone. So what I was doing is I was moving my ship forward to match speed. Now as you see, it's moving backwards a little bit, so let's give it a little futz backwards. Alright. I shouldn't have done that, but alright. When you get to that, just tap up on that. So that, there you go. You see? Alright, yeah, see, they're still moving back on me a little bit. Now our orbits are actually closer than ever, so we're just going to put that there. They're moving up a little bit more than I'd like them to, or my aim just sucks. But as you see, I'm actually not even close, so we're going to zoom out a bit. Alright, now what you want to do is something like this. So as you see, I'm coming up to the orbiter's altitude. In theory, you can keep these guys separated by about 200 meters, which if you're going to go for a triple rendezvous, you'd want to do, and then you'd want to futz around with orbiter and orbiter C if you just want your target vehicle to be orbiter B. Now, as you see, these guys are getting closer, but not so much this way, but more this way. I'm going to fix that in good time, but that little star right there is the orbiter. So if we had just done what we were trying to do earlier, we would have been off by freaking miles. So let's zoom back in a little bit. Okay, now as you see, if I were to do a burn there, I would have done something cattywampus, because like I was saying, you roll, you don't flip end over end. Alright. So again, I'm running out of time on this video, and I realize that this one was incredibly boring, but it did actually have some good information in it. So when we get to 225 meters, I'm going to stop this one, make a new video. Now, bollocks. Alright, so we're just gonna kickstart that a little bit. One thing that you will have to do, like I'm doing, is I'm actually kick-starting the whole approach with my thrusters. So as you see, I'm actually approaching now versus orbital physics slowing down, because as I was increasing altitude, I was slowing down. Right now I'm at 1981, which is exactly 1 meter per second well, not exactly, but 1 meter per second faster than the orbiter B. So if we were, say, something like a fifth of a planet length away, we wouldn't be making any significant progress. So, yeah. Hot damn. Okay, we actually overshot a little bit on my upward burn. So yeah, and we are there. Okay, next video.